We are speaking with Bob Garite, Melissa White, their product distributors over at Yevo Food. You can find out more information, yevofood.org, Y-E-V-O food.org. It's the first of the year, you know, you're trying to get healthier, and now what better time to get interested in Yevo Food? Again, yevofood.org. We're talked a little bit about malnourishment and stuff like that. Oh, I need to mention this. Melissa White is former Saints cheerleader.
Yes,
and
that's correct.
From
1987 to 1994.
There you go. 87, the creamsicle years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Saint-sation.
Yeah.
Saint-sation.
Saint-sations. That's a good name. That's a solid name. Are they still the Saint-sations?
Yes.
Are they?
Yes, they are.
If they aren't, they should be.
That's right.
They'll always be the Saint-sations.
Yeah. Okay. So we're speaking about Yevo Food. We talked a little bit about the malnourishment problem that we have here in the United States, all over the world, and now we want to talk about what is the Yevo Foods plan for a plan of action to combat this at right now.
Great. Well, I'd like to go back a little bit and talk about the history and how the company was formed. Peter Castleman is a billionaire. He has had 11 companies that have reached $1 billion or more. Some of them are North Face, Igloo, Crab Shack, Macaroni Grill. I can go on with some of the businesses. And he had a vision. He doesn't need to make more money. He's got more money than he needs. But he really wanted to change the world in the way they ate. So he got together with Chip Marsland, who had been developing food for the big box companies for a number of years. And he really knew that the ingredients he was putting in there were not healthy. The antibiotics that you purchase in cans of soup and other liquid type forms are not good for the body. And we all know that, but we continue to reach for that can of soup because it's quick and fast. So he also knew that the products that he had to put together could be quick and fast for the people on the go. So this was his vision. He went out and bought 400 farms and kept the owners in place. And he said, this is how we want you to grow the food. And they're doing that. And then we take that food, and we want to keep the nutrients in it, because you know if 5 days after you pull a vegetable fruit from its tree or the ground, it loses its nutrients. So we need to get that food and dehydrate it quickly. So he went out and bought one of the largest dehydrators in the world. I think it was $5 million, and put it in a $1 million facility in
Reno.
Reno? Is it Reno? I was thinking Salt Lake City because part of the business is in Salt Lake City,
Yeah,
but it's
Salt Lake in Reno.
in Reno. And he's dehydrating food there. And our plans are to get it to these countries that are malnutrition in that form. It does have a 3-year shelf life.
Wow,
So,
that's awesome.
and to be able to keep those nutrients for 3 years is fantastic.
And what about earthquake?
Yeah, exactly. California.
California, and if you can have meals ready to go that would last up to 2 to 3 years, or people who go on a lot of these hiking trips and so forth. So it's a lot of.
So obviously there's a little skepticism. Is this really going to work? Is this really the process? So he brought in another expert, and I'll let Melissa talk a little bit about her.
Yeah, Stacy Bell. She did not. She kind of wanted to really make sure she was okay. You tell me you put in all 43 essential nutrients in the meal. She was a little skeptical, and then after seeing how everything was done, she was like, "Wow, this is impressive." And then she actually tried to put together dishes like what all you would have to eat in one sitting to get all 43 essential nutrients, and it was like a bowl of liver, and then some greens, and it was like 4 or 5 different dishes, and it's like, who can really sit down and have the time to?
If you have 2 kids, I have 2 kids.
There's no way.
There's no way I could make all of that food.
No.
Yeah.
So she's like, you would literally have to eat all this every day to get what you need, and for us to be able to now take this and put it into 2 quick, ready-made meals on the go for families and people that are we don't have time to. There and do that. So it's been. So she's like,
it is exciting.
exciting.
I wanted to mention one of the first items that are coming out in February is an oatmeal product. We have a few different flavors, but the amount of protein that is in the oatmeal is 26 grams.
Wow.
Yeah, that's huge. When you consider a normal package off the shelf is like 6 grams. So you're getting all your 43 nutrients. On top of that, you're getting the protein. So
you're going to be running circles around people if you get this stuff. I've noticed that this is like part of that shift. I've noticed a shift in kind of like the eating culture. There was I feel like the 80s and 90s were let's get it quick, and then it's shifted to Yeah, we want it quick, but we want it to be healthy. And maybe processed foods aren't nearly as good as we thought they were. And I feel this is part of that cultural eating shift. You got documentaries coming out about this stuff,
Right.
and this is part of that shift.
Constantly. In fact, I want to make sure we did point out that the Yevo meals are organic, no GMOs, no additives.
Thank you.
So you're eating everything very healthy. It's not just, okay, yeah.
You're not just getting processed nutrients.
Right,
It's-
right. It's all organic. We even have foods for people who have to be on special, diets, gluten-free.
Oh, fantastic.
And vegan and so forth. So yes.
Correct.
Awesome. YevoFood.org for more information. You guys have a big event coming up,
We do.
right? You guys
Yes,
in
yes.
Pasadena, right? Talk to me a little
Right.
bit about that.
Yeah, next Wednesday and Thursday, the 13th and 14th. The 13th is going to be for people who speak Spanish, and it's from 7 to 9 at the Pasadena Sheraton Hotel. And then on the 14th, it will be another meeting at the Pasadena Sheraton Hotel, again from 7 to 9. And it will be in English. We have first night, the 13th, in Spanish, second night in English.
So is it launching? Did you say it's launching in Mexico at the same time, or is it a little bit later?
A little bit later.
A little bit later.
A couple
Okay.
months later, yes.
That's cool.
I wanted to mention these meetings are put together by the founders of the company.
Oh yeah, that's
we have,
yeah. We should probably mention that.
Yeah. We have local meetings here weekly. So if people are interested, they don't want to travel to Pasadena, they just want to get a little bit more information. We have a couple meetings a week here that generally draw about 30 to 40 people. These meetings in Pasadena are really the only ones in Southern California, which will draw about 100 plus. Well, we had 300 last time at the Odyssey last month.
In Granada Hills, we had
300.
296
Okay.
to be exact.
300.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're anticipating out in Pasadena a very large gathering.
And this is if you want to be distributor or purchase, right?
Or purchase.
Just want more information any across the board.
Correct.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Awesome. YevoFood.org for more information. Thank you guys, Bob and Melissa. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you
Thank
stopping
you.
by.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having us.